Hey guys, welcome back to Just Driven. And before we jump into anything today, let me just start with saying thank you. Seriously, because we just crossed the 500,000 subscriber mark. And that means the absolute world to us. So I figured this was the perfect moment to finally answer the question everybody keeps asking. What is really going on with the final Fast and Furious movie? Is it happening or not? I wanted to take a minute, standing here in front of our Charger, blower still off because we're waiting to fix all the idle issues, and really break down what's going on with all the stuff that's being said about this finale. Here we go. No rumors, no clickbait, no wild guesses. Just the truth based on personal conversations I've had with people I trust that work around the franchise, our involvement with Universal car projects, and just understanding how Hollywood actually works. So let me fill you in. The final Fast and Furious movie is happening. There is zero scenario where Universal ends the story on the Fast X cliffhanger. None. Studios don't build theme park rides, launch new merchandising lines, sign licensing deals, activate global partnerships, all while secretly killing the finale. There is way too much money and momentum behind this franchise. So let's clear the air right now. Fast 11 is not dead. It's delayed, not canceled. And delays in Hollywood don't mean disaster. Now, why does it feel stalled? Because behind the scenes, the first several script drafts were tossed. And that's not speculation, that's normal at this scale. When a franchise this massive reaches a finale, you're not just writing a movie, you're trying to land a 20-year legacy with billions of dollars behind it and millions of fans who all want different things. And Fast X made it that much harder because it didn't end with a cliffhanger, it ended with a cliffhanger explosion. Dom and little Brian at the dam, Letty and Cypher in Antarctica, Giselle returning, Roman, Tej, Ramsey, and Han in the crashed plane, Hobbs versus Dante, the Reyes family revenge. Hell, half the cast scattered across the planet. That's not a cliffhanger. That's 5 movies worth of open threads shoved into one ending. And that is the #1 reason for the delay. Not drama, not actors fighting, not crisis. It's simply this. They need to figure out how to resolve all of that without blowing another $300 million. And that brings us to the budget reality. Universal reportedly wants the finale under $200 million. Fast X cost over $340 million. That difference of $140 million is why development slowed down. Look, Hollywood is pulling back on giant budgets across the board. Marvel, Mission Impossible, Star Wars, Disney remakes. The era of blank check filmmaking is over. Universal wants a finale that is emotional, grounded, honors the legacy, and doesn't require globetrotting explosions every 10 minutes. And honestly, that's a good thing. It forces the franchise to return to what people loved in the first place. You heard the phrase, back to the roots. You've heard it everywhere, but nobody ever explains what that really means. It doesn't mean rebuilding an eclipse, racing Civics under semis, or pretending everyone's still 24 years old. What it does mean is more Los Angeles, more emotional storytelling, more family, more character-driven moments, more practical car work, less CGI madness, less Dom versus physics, less globe-hopping chaos, and a return to the tone of the early films. Not a reboot, but a spiritual reconnection. And that's exactly what fans want. Now, the big question, how do you fix Fast X without breaking the budget? Well, you tighten the story, you tighten the cast, you tighten the geography. You don't need every celebrity in every scene. You don't need 7 countries. You don't need a villain with an unlimited weapons budget. You can make a massive finale with Los Angeles, a handful of characters, high-stakes personal conflict, street-level action, character closure, and one focused narrative. And that's the direction every insider I've talked to believes this is trending toward. Not because someone leaked plot details, but because Hollywood creatively and financially is pushing every big franchise to simplify. The stars are older, The audience wants something grounded, the studio wants it affordable, and the story needs to come home. So, what should fans expect? Expect a finale that is more emotional than Fast 9, more grounded than Fast X, more mature than Fast 6, more character-focused, centered in LA, honoring Brian's legacy, resolving the Dante arc, and closing out Dom's journey with dignity. This won't be the biggest movie in the series. It'll be the most personal one. A send-off, a conclusion, a final chapter, and honestly, that's exactly what this franchise needs. And here's why I'm even making this video at all. Our audience on this channel is like 85% Fast and Furious fans. You're car people, you're detail people, you're people who love the lure, the builds, the stories, the legacy, and not all follow the cast on social media. Not all of you catch the subtle updates. Because of our involvement on the automotive side of the franchise, and because of the people we've gotten to know over the years, not actors, not secret informants, just people who work inside the studio ecosystem, the finale is happening. It's not dead, it's not abandoned, it's not forgotten, it's simply being reworked until it's right. And that is absolutely worth waiting for. So here's the message I want you to take away.
Streets closed, pizza boy. Find another way home.
The quiet is not failure. The delay is not doom. This is a franchise trying to land a 20-year story the right way. Fast X created a massive narrative challenge, and that's why they're taking their time to fix it. I'll keep you updated the second anything new is safe to talk about. Until then, stay hopeful, stay excited, and stay in the comments. I want to hear your ideas on how you would end this franchise. We'll see you on the next video. Push until we overflow, that's just how the story goes.